In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at timesheets and pay slips in order to be able to calculate a weekly wage. So employers are often asked to record their hours of work on a timesheet, and what this does is enables the employer to pay them the correct amount. Now, details of the hour worked and rates of pay are given to each employee on what we call a pay slip, and they'll receive that when they get paid. So what we're going to do is look at a timesheet to start with, and this is this first box here. What we can see is that Fiona, who works in a department store, has worked a little bit of overtime, and she's going to have to record that on the payslip. So first thing is, that's our timesheet up the top here, and we can see that that's already filled in for us. So we can see the hours, the normal hours of pay are entered in here, and then we've got our overtime category in here. So a lot of this work's actually done for us already in terms of calculating the number of hours that have been worked. But if we go down to the pay slip, we can see that we've got some blank sections in that we haven't been given the normal hours that have been worked, and we haven't been given any of our overtime or our total wage. So first thing we're going to do is start to fill in the blanks. Let's look at our normal hours. So we need to work out how many normal hours Fiona has worked, which is this box here. So all we need to do is just add these numbers together. So we've got 8 and 8 and 8 and 8, so 4 8s are 32, plus the 6 is 38. So a normal working week in Australia is 38 hours. So straight away what we could do now is actually calculate the total wage for her normal working hours. So we do that by taking the hours, which is 38, and multiply it by the rate of pay. In this case it's $17.95. So $682.10. Let's just pop a note here for now. $682.10. That's our normal wage for Fiona working in the department store. But we can see that she's actually worked some overtime. And we can know that if we add the two numbers together, 2 and 2 is 4, so we can put in our overtime hours as 4. But we're not given our overtime rate. Now, the overtime rate here identified on the top of the timesheet is time and a half. So what we're going to do is take our normal hourly rate, so $17.95, and multiply it by 1.5. And if we put that into the calculator, what we're going to be given is our hourly rate, our penalty rate at time and a half for overtime for Fiona. So $26.92.50. 26.925. Okay, so same as we did before, where we calculated our normal hours by taking the hours and multiplying it by the normal rate. We're going to do the same for the overtime. So I've already got the 26.925 in the calculator, and we're just going to multiply that by 4. So in total, her overtime is $107.70. Now obviously, to work out the total wage, all we really need to do is take the normal hourly rate and multiply it by the overtime. So let's just do that. We've already got the 107 in there, so 682.1, so 789.80. So there we have it. Really important that we make sure we've got accurate data in our timesheets in order to be able to correctly determine our pay slips.